So we opened up our third cut this morning, our smaller clamp, and yeah, it's looking pretty good. No, there's a little bit of waste on the side there. There's no side cheat here, so that's why we got waste there. We did tuck the cling film in, but there's a little bit there, but that's nothing really. But right across the rest, looks good. Let's just hope now we have enough to see us through till Magic Day. Grass overtakes demand. So I'm just in the calving shed now, so this is one of my regular jobs this time of year. The sun is going around tagging calves, so I've just tagged him and these two Herefords here. So as soon as they're born, we pop a tag in the ear. You put that so you get the sun. Pop a tag in the ear so we know whose calf is whose, because otherwise we get mixed up. So I share here now, just giving the colostrum group's yard a quick clean out. It's ready now for the colostrum cows to come back in. So these here now are today's fresh cows. She's going through the footbath, even though we aren't footbathing this afternoon. So they'll go in now, and then I'll be back out from here in a minute. And then I can let, these are the bulk tank cows in here then. They can go out, and then they'll go through that gate, down the alleyway, to the half the shed then, and be in for the night. So these are the bulk tank girls going out. 27 of them so far. These are all cows now that have calved more than 4 days. So they spend 4 days in colostrum group and then go to bulk tank group. Quite a lot of heifers so far, and pretty well behaved on the whole. Quite pleased how the heifers behaving this year so far at the minute. Come on girls, here we go. These colostrum cows waiting to come in. So this is our colostrum trailer, 200 litre barrel on a little chassis. Nice and easy to load now the bottom fill hose. So colostrum cows are in. It's time to get these milk now ready for feeding calves. Getting a bit of slurry out today. Ground conditions are spot on. You see tractors there, tractor spread bar's been there, and hardly left a mark. So we're tankering to pump. So tankers bring the slurry to the field and then pumping off then. The ground would be good enough to travel with the tankers, but it's a 30-acre block. There's a really long narrow strip down through that gateway there, and we'd have to come up the track there, and it's all just mud, and it will get dragged out on the road, and that's the slurry going off down the pipe. So today was going quite well, and then I had a phone call from Shay to say this pipe here burst on the scraper tractor. Yeah, what an awkward bugger it is to do too. I managed to get that end. I don't know if you can, where are we? Up in there somewhere. Can you see it in there? I don't know. In there. Managed to get him on. Get this on here now, and hopefully I'll be able to finish scraping out. So I've only lost about an hour, so hopefully now we'll be finished by 8 o'clock, hopefully. So hopefully this is the last job of Tuesday now, is put a bit of fresh straw under this calving yard. You can see it's a bit mucky with the feeder here, so I've put a bit of fresh straw in now, and they should be right till the morning then. That yard there is okay, so they'll be right till the morning. But this one needs a bit of extra straw. Can't see much because it's a bit dusty. So the wheat straw we just had delivered is very dusty. There we go. Just jump out a minute because the window's quite dusty on the tractor. There you go. Nice bit of fresh straw for him. Let's just see him till the morning now. So time for me to have my supper and then come back out and check these ladies later on. So you just saw me putting some straw in the calving yards, and this is a a bit of a better view for you. So this yard is actually one of our silage pits. This is the silage pit. So we've got one yard down there and another yard up here. We'd have generally cows and heifers, just cows down there. And we got a gate set there then, so in case we need to help a heifer calve, we can get them in. Because so far we haven't had to help anyone calve, but it's early days yet. We've only had 60 odd calves this spring. And today's what day is today? 7th of Feb, so 60 have calved so far, so it's steady away so far. So it's Thursday, it's a beautiful morning this morning, and I am sound scraper, and I am doing my yard scraping. It doesn't happen very often, so I'm just scraping at the dry cows at the minute. The milkers have all gone out to field. No tank cows by that I mean, the colostrum ones are still in. So just going to finish off scraping the dry cows, and then it'll be, oh, it's a bit rough there, breakfast time. It's a job I don't get to do very often, and if I had to do this very often, that seat would get oiled. Just in the calf shed doing a bit of bedding up now. It's filling up in here. We've only got I think 3 empty pens. So this side here is all full. And we've got 3 pens spare here. A few calves went to market yesterday, and could really do with some more going because we're going to be quite chock-a-block come next market day. Carries on calving at the pace that we're calving. So, Friday night, just finished milking, and it's been a busy bloody week. Last 2 days we've had 40 cows calved. We're now up to 30 cows the last 2 days, or 35 something like that. So now nearly looking at 100 by 10th of February, which is pretty good going. So hopefully it'll be a steady, so another 70 cows calved in the next 10 days, maybe 75, and we'll be halfway through. It's been nice. So it's Saturday morning. I've just finished milking the colostrum group. These cows are less than 4 days calved. You can see going out there now, some cows got coloured tapes on. So that cow there was a cow yesterday, single greens. Tonight we'll be going on double green. We're going on tonight. Then we've got single blues and double blues here somewhere. Double blues there, look. So we keep the cows out when they're freshly calved for 4 days, and we use the tapes then to distinguish who is who, so we know how fresh they are. And then once they've gone 4 days, we take the tapes off, because there's a couple here now with no tapes on. So those ones could go to the main bulk tank group if we wanted. They've just been held in here now to make sure we've got enough milk to feed the calves. So time to wash down. So we were making really good progress this morning, Saturday morning. We were on course to finish everything by 10 o'clock. I said to Ellie, yeah, you can go now, all done. And then literally she's just left, and because I only have bedding down left to do, chain in the bottom of the bedder has jumped off the drive of the front, idler at the back as well. So I'm guessing obviously this chain has gone too slack. You see this jumped off. So now I need to get this repaired before we can finish all the work. Never mind, could be worse. It's Wednesday, 15th of February, afternoon milking. That's the colostrum cows waiting to come in. Just finished both tank cows and milking the t-shirt. How mad is that? So bloody warm. I'm giving it warmer coming as well. I think they're going to pay for this nice weather. Cows out grazing, not making a mess. When March comes, we could end up with a beast from the east, or we could end up pish wet. So wait and see what happens. Hopefully, just carry on like February has. That'll be lovely.